Hi, Eamon here from Psychonosis News. Say hi to all the adventurers. I hope you're all still with us and that you're catching up if you've fallen behind. Believe me, if we follow the regulations or the requirements for finding peace, we should be feeling a little bit different towards life, and we should be looking at things a little bit differently, and we should be starting to open up the gateway to peace. Today, I'd like to discuss something that's very relevant in the belief systems that we have, and that is concerning love. Love has commonly been said it's a solution for everything. I'd like to say now that love is an emotion, just like hate is an emotion, like anger is an emotion. It's an emotion that can change. One day we can be in love, and we've all been in romantic love, where it's been insane. We look back at those times, and hopefully we're still in them because they're great times to be in love. But we look back, most of us, because we fall out of love, if you like, because it is an emotion. It's a very powerful emotion. It can change. It will change. All love that's an emotion can change. Is there a love that's not an emotion? Well, we'll love our family and we forgive them. We look over their faults and say, no, they didn't really do bad there. But do we do the same for the neighbour's family? Do we do the same for a stranger's family? Don't you think that kind of love is the kind of love that even so-called evil people have? Don't you think the despots of this world, the Genghis Khans, and even serial killers probably loved their own families, their own children? Was that love? It's an emotion. It's an emotion based mainly on pleasing your emotion, your illusion. It's interesting that we rely on love and we talk about love and we say, if only everybody would love everybody. Well, there's where the difficulty lies. We should not rely on an emotion to make us happy. It's certainly not the truth. It's a very important thing and it's a good thing to talk about, I suppose. But unless we love everybody, and that's where the difficulty comes in. Through psychonosis, this is possible. Can't do it in a 5-minute video, but we can certainly discuss it in an article tomorrow. We can discuss about love being an emotion, not an exact absolute truth, simply an emotion. A decision that we make which usually satisfies our own illusion. We develop that love for our friends. It can change if our friends don't do what we want them to do and they don't behave in the way that we want them to behave. There's numerous ways that we can talk about how love can leave. So it has to be an emotion. It's not like other emotions, but it's a very powerful one. And the fact that we desire it. Maybe desiring it isn't the thing to do. We should be desiring 2 things, maybe 3 things that are not emotions. You know what those are? Acceptance of all that life has to give. And when I say all that life has to give, I mean all. That includes all the so-called bad times and good times. The other one is gratitude. Now, gratitude is a free gift. It comes from acceptance. But we'll talk about that later. In the article, and in the next 26 days, we're going to talk a little bit about gratitude. It's an amazing thing. It's not an emotion. It's a brilliant thing. There's false gratitude, but that doesn't matter. We'll talk about getting the real one. And then we'll finally talk about peace. Peace is not an emotion. It's not dominated by any other feelings. It's not a feeling, it's peace. It's maybe, as you might have heard from people that talk guru language, it's all, we're all that's with all that is and all the things it says. But that's at a later date. But we're going to talk about love being an emotion. We're going to have an article on it. We're going to talk about romantic relationships, and we're going to talk about our children and different things like that over the next few days. We're going to kind of stretch this one and add things to the belief system, but love is what we're going to talk about. It's going to be a bit of fun, and we'll obviously be discussing some of the things we discussed on the day 1, day 2, and day 3. Day 1, we discovered that all emotions are good. Day 2, we discovered that positive thinking was very dangerous. And on the final day that we spoke about yesterday, we learnt that depression doesn't exist and that all these therapies are being treated wrongly. But I understand that some of us might not believe those things, but we're very short into the actual 30 days. We've got a long time to go. We've got lots of things to discuss. Thanks for joining with us. See you tomorrow. We'll read the article and let's get things moving. Thank you.